Hi guys, this is the homework help video for worksheet 8-2. This video will focus on problems 1, 2, 3, and 4. The directions state, find each limit by identifying any dominant terms and sketching the end behavior model when necessary. Also, write the equations for any horizontal asymptotes in the graph. Number 1, we have the limit as x approaches infinity of the function 1 minus 2x over 3 plus 5x. So let's start out, first of all, by identifying what the limit would be. In order to do that, we need to identify the dominant term in the numerator and the denominator. So it looks like we have a negative 2x in the numerator and a positive 5x in the denominator. Now these have the same degree, so when we cancel out our x's, what's left over is a constant value of negative 2/5. That means negative 2/5 is our limit. And if negative 2/5 is our limit, that means our horizontal asymptote is going to be at y equals negative 2/5. Let's go to number 2. We're going to look at the limit as x approaches negative infinity of the fraction 2x to the third minus 5x plus 1 over x squared plus 2. Again, identify our dominant term in the numerator and the denominator. So 2x to the third in the numerator and x squared in the denominator. If we take that and we set up our ratio, we've got 2x to the third over x squared. As we reduce that down, our x squareds are going to cancel here, and it's going to leave us with just a single x. So what we have is 2x left over. So when you think about 2x, right, if we were going to do our end behavior model, if you think about your axes, 2x is a linear expression. We're going to rise 2 and run 1, so it's going to look something like this. And we are focusing on this one when our x is approaching negative infinity. So we're going to be looking at the left side of our graph. So our end behavior on the left side is going to be going down towards negative infinity, which means our limit is negative infinity. And when our limit is a negative infinity or positive infinity, that means we have no horizontal asymptotes. So we can list none right here. Number 3, the limit as x approaches positive infinity of 5x plus 1 over 7x minus x squared. This one's no different than the two problems we just did. Identify our dominant terms. We've got a positive 5x in the top. In the bottom, we have a negative x squared. When we reduce that, we will have a negative 5 over x. So we're thinking about a rational function, right? Its end behavior is going to be like a rational function. And since we have that negative, it's going to be flipped. So we're thinking about a hyperbola that would look like this. That means when we're looking at what is the limit, we know that limit is going to be 0. Remember, our dominant term is on the bottom, so our limit is 0. So you don't always have to draw that one out if you realize that your dominant term is in the bottom. But we'll put 0 in here, and if 0 is our limit value, that means that our horizontal asymptote would also be y equals 0. Number 4. Again, you can see on this one, the limit as x approaches positive or negative infinity of the fraction negative 5 over 3x, we can see that our dominant term is going to be on the bottom. Therefore, just like in number 3, we know that our limit value is 0 and our horizontal asymptote is going to be y equals 0. Those are problems 1, 2, 3, and 4 from worksheet 8-2. If you have additional questions, mark them down and I will answer them when I can. Thanks.